want to have fun with food? Do you want to have fun with food your way? Whatever that may be. And keep watching and we will discover how to make food fun again your way. Have you ever seen the videos on socials where kids are trying certain foods for the first time and they're just enjoying it so much? They like do a little dance and their eyes are rolling back in their head and they're smiling and they're in absolute pure heaven. We don't do that so much anymore. You know, as you grow up, as you become an adult, we lose a lot of the fun stuff. The responsibilities flow in, they just weigh heavy on us. We're rushing from here to there. We've got to make quick decisions and there's a lot going on. But food is an everyday thing. We have it every single day of our lives. We've got breakfast, lunch and dinner, maybe some snacks. Whether you're fasting or not fasting or whatever it is that you might be doing, you will be eating food at some point. And food is serious. It's a serious business. Choosing what to eat, eating that choice, feeling like shit afterward because you probably made the wrong choice, all of that stuff. We've explored all of that already in the first 4 episodes of this series. But now it's time to have fun with food. It's time to do a little dance and feel good when you eat and just enjoy every single bite that you have and the flavors that just melt onto your tongue and awaken your taste buds and all of your senses and just make you feel so good when you eat. And having fun with food it's going to be individual to you. You are going to decide how you're going to have fun. I'm not going to tell you how to do that because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to guide you back to yourself, to help you to listen to the woman within, learn who you truly are, and love every single part of you again. And I will share lots of different things, but I don't want to be that person that continually tells you, you have to do this and you have to do that. I never liked it. I listened to it because I wasn't listening to myself. But ultimately, we have to listen to what is best for us. So how would you like to have fun with food? With all of your history with food and the relationship that you have with food, and hopefully some of the work that you have started already, what do you think you could incorporate into the meal that you're having to make it more fun? For me, it's just letting go of the seriousness. It's letting go of the good versus bad. It is letting go of all of those feelings that I dumped onto my plate as I was eating it. As I've already said, a very serious person. I lived in that seriousness for a very long time. And it is now that I am allowing the fun side of myself to shine through. But it takes baby steps. Sometimes people can jump all in. I have to take baby steps. I have to do things kind of methodically and work my way into things. So fun for me now is just enjoying what I'm eating, tasting the food, trying not to rush. I do have a tendency to maybe eat a little too quickly, especially when I am in a rush. I'm doing a million things. I've got a lot of things on. I'm going from here to there. And sometimes the meals are a little rushed. Really, mainly only my lunchtime meals. You know, I'm doing all these things in the middle of the day. Breakfast, I love breakfast. Breakfast, I think, would be my favorite meal of the day. There's so many amazing choices to have. I love pancakes and waffles and eggs on toast, and I love the granola that I make and porridge and lots of different things. And I enjoy eating it. I just put that joy back into it simply by feeling it and not allowing all of that other stuff to come in and take that away. Thank you for watching this Fun with Food series. And thank you for liking this video and subscribing to the Love Body Woman channel for more ways to listen, learn, and love. We can learn a hell of a lot from kids. Kids have an interesting way about them for sure. But when it comes to food, and when they're really at the beginning stages of eating solid foods, there's so much exploration. There's touching it and squeezing it and rubbing it in your hair, and the food just ends up all over them rather than inside them. They get a little bit of a taste. They're not there to indulge themselves by gorging themselves. They're hungry, yes, and they will eat, of course. But a lot of the times it is a fun exploration for them. Tasting the food and feeling the food and knowing whether they like it or not. We can learn so much from that. I'm not saying you have to squish the food in your fingers and then squish it all through your hair. Go ahead. If you really want to do that, that is your choice. No one can stop you. But there's none of the crap attached to what they're eating. They're just enjoying it in so many different ways. So in what way could you enjoy food again? What do you need to just let go of or just kind of step away from so that you can enjoy food? Can you sit there? What is one thing? What is your favorite food? Your absolute favorite food. One thing that you could never, ever, ever do without. For me, I think there's probably two: peanuts, especially peanut butter, and bananas. Two of my favorite foods, and I could literally eat them all day, every day. But I don't, because I know that's not what I need for every meal. But when you think about the one food that is absolutely your favorite food, how can you enjoy that? How can you have a bit of fun with that? Could you create something with that food, another exciting dish that kind of brings a bit more fun and flavor into your life? Could you just sit there and just go, this is actually really good. I really enjoy the taste of it. I enjoy the smell of it. I enjoy the texture of it. I enjoy the feel of it. I enjoy, yes, how it does make me feel. Because of all of these things, that I can just move all that other crap aside and just enjoy what I am eating. And know that this food is going to be with me for the rest of my life. I will never, ever give it up. It's good. But I guess that's when you've got to reconnect with your body, as we talked about in episode 4. Does it genuinely make you feel good? Or is there something else that's attached to it? So you've got to look at that part of it as well. Why is it your favorite food? What is it doing for you? Because it might come from somewhere where it's emotionally attached to something in your past. Eating it can be complicated. Like, I'm not even saying half the stuff that's going in my head because I don't want to overwhelm you and confuse you even, or upset you, because this is meant to be a little lighthearted, this series. But there's a lot that goes into our choices. Fun isn't always one of them, and the enjoyment of it isn't always one of them. There's a lot of stuff that makes us feel bad instead of making us feel good. So when you're eating that favorite food of yours, before you get to have fun with it, ask yourself, is this something that is right for me? Is this something that I can eat with joy and with love? Is it okay inside of me energetically? And yes, the actual physical elements of that product as well. So knowing that stuff allows you to then be able to open yourself up to the joy, to the fun of enjoying that favorite food of yours. If you really genuinely feel like it's okay, then go through all of that I just talked about, the taste and the texture, and just enjoying it and relishing in it and feeling good by it. Because food can help us to feel good. Food is a very social aspect of our life. So enjoying the food, it does help us to feel good. It helps us to enjoy life a little bit better, because there is this delicious, amazing, scrumptious, so wonderfully tasty thing that we're eating in this moment, and it can bring joy to your life. Food is allowed to be fun. It is allowed to be enjoyed. It doesn't have to be all of that heavy stuff anymore. When you've used all that I've said throughout these episodes already, that's going to help you to give yourself permission to feel the fun and to feel the joy. And you get to notice how long lasting that can be, how it helps you to just, once the meal's done and it's dusted and you put it in your body and your stomach is now digesting it, you get to carry on feeling good. You don't have to carry around all that heavy feeling and that emotional stuff that we quite often keep feeling for hours and sometimes even days after the meal has been finished. Oh my God, I shouldn't have eaten that the other day. It was so bad for me. And God, I felt so guilty and so awful eating it. And your mind just carries on and on and on. Notice what that mind is constantly telling you and whether it's actually true or not. Because honestly, most of the time, it really isn't true. This fun with food, dare I say, journey, this fun with food part of your life is going to be very unique to you. You get to decide what fun with food looks like. You get to figure it out by exploring and experimenting and doing different things and hearing what other people say and maybe talking to other people and see how they enjoy food and see what works for you and what's going to work for you and what feels right for you. Feel your way into it. You get to forget all the rules. There are so many rules that go along with what we eat. And they're either good or they're bad. They go into those two categories that I talked about. They make you feel like shit. There are so many ridiculous rules. Don't eat after 5. Don't eat carbs. Oh my God, there's so many. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now. But what are they? Maybe tell me what they are in the comments below. What you actually live by, what rules you live by. Think about them and figure out whether those rules really are important, whether they actually need to be there, and how have they been influencing your choices. Take the time, download the workbook if you haven't already. If you have, go to this section of the workbook for episode 5 and discover what you can do for yourself to have fun with food. It doesn't have to be big. As I said, I just have to simply sit there and enjoy my food and not think about all of those mean and horrible things that have kept me hating myself because of my choices. I don't want to do that anymore, and I don't do that anymore. I just need to just honestly sit there and enjoy what I'm eating. Know that I'm making the right choices for myself in the moment. Even if sometimes they turn out to be, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Who cares? Honestly, it's done, it's dusted. Get to love myself anyway. And I can learn from that. For me, it's always learning something. Okay, I made the choice that ended up not being the right one. Why? I was too much in a rush. Maybe I didn't have things available to me in the fridge or whatever, wherever I was, and it just was what it was. Can't undo it. So why bother hating ourselves because of it? Making ourselves feel bad and guilty and ashamed and all that stuff. Thank you for watching episode 5 of the Fun with Food series, and hopefully you've seen all of the other 4 episodes as well that go along with this one. I do suggest you watch those first, starting with number 1. It has been great to share this with you. I feel like this is, dare I say, my mission, my purpose in life. This is what everything has led up to. For me to show you that food can be fun, that it doesn't have to be so overwhelming, so serious, so guilt driven, full of emotion, and there's all those attachments that go along with it. I invite you now to reconnect with yourself with just a little bit of joy. If you can't find a whole bunch of joy, just a little bit of joy with the food that you eat, the choices that you make, with who you are. All of that is connected as well. You get to listen to yourself. You get to trust yourself with the choices that you make. You get to discover what life is like when you come from a place of kindness, of love, of joy and enjoyment and a bit of fun. Life is meant to be that. It's not meant to be all this other heavy, crappy stuff. Yes, it's there. It's never going to completely go away. We have those sides of ourselves. We are very emotional beings, that's for sure. We have a lot of different emotions that we can feel. That fun and joy, a lot of us don't always feel that. And if you're not feeling that, then I'm giving you permission to feel that until you are able to give yourself permission to feel that. To have fun with your food. Let's not take it so seriously. Let's not be in that conversation of good versus bad. Food is just food and let it be. And trust yourself to know which of those foods is what you're going to eat. And you will be guided to what is best for you. I'm often guided to a more vegetarian diet. But I don't even like labels like that. I'm just guided to foods that feel good for me, foods that feel right for me and my body, because I listen. I'm not perfect. I don't always listen like a child listens to their mother and their father, which is not a lot, is it? Sometimes we ignore ourselves, and that's okay. It's just being who you are, knowing who you are, not getting down on yourself because things aren't this picture of perfection that we seem to all strive to be. Food is a major part of our life. We need it every day. Why not have fun with it? Why not enjoy it? Why not do it your way? It doesn't have to be one particular way to enjoy food or to just simply eat food. And the workbook is going to help you to start that discovery of who you are and your relationship with food and how you can have fun with food your way.